continues here in Peoria with the boys Class A quarterfinals. The Providence-St. Knights against the Rockets of Rock Falls. And welcome back to Carver Arena along with David Iron Pants Kaplan. I'm Mike Liederman. Good to have you with us here for the boys Class A championships. Arguably, this could be the best quarterfinal. The number 4 team in the state, Rock Falls, against number 5, St. Mel. Good matchup.
Absolutely. Two up-tempo clubs. They like to score points. St. Mel, more than Rock Falls, likes to score after defense. Should be a great night tonight. LeVar Seals, wow, he is something else for St. Mel. He's got a vertical leap. I think about 3 ladders might reach him. Well, they say 40 inches, and they call him Ronnie Fields with a jump shot. He brings about 16 points a game to the table, and he will throw you right out of your seats tonight.
Well, watch Brian Vance on the other side for Rock Falls. He might not jump as high, but he can shoot the lights out of the gym.
Absolutely. Got range to 25, 26 feet. Brings about 18 points a game to the table. He's got to get his shots within the flow of the offense.
We'll have it all for you right here. Stick with us live on Fox Sports Chicago. Near capacity crowds expected throughout this tournament here at the Carver Arena. About 12,000 seats set up, and nearly all of them will be filled. This the third of 4 quarterfinals. Right now it's time to enjoy our national anthem, and the singer will be Amanda Albertus, a high school student at Newton High School.
Sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets reckless, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Well, you talk about pressure of playing these games. How about singing a cappella in front of 12,000 people? What a job done by Amanda Albertus, a high school student at Newton. Let's check in with the starting lineups now. To announce them, public address announcer Paul Herzog.
Welcome to America's original March Madness. No other state in America can claim the rich history and tradition that has been generated by March Madness in Illinois. Earning a berth among the Elite 8 in the IHSA Boys State Tournament is a tremendous accomplishment. A special qualifier pin for the letter jacket recognizing the players on each of the 1999 Elite 8 teams has been authorized by the IHSA Board of Directors. They will be presented to each player in tonight's quarterfinal game by a representative of one of our March Madness Experience sponsors. Fans of America's original March Madness, please direct your attention to the Carver Arena floor. Presenting this special qualifier pin to the visiting team will be Mike Holsworth, President, Catherine Bike Incorporated. And presenting the special qualifier pin to the home team will be Lee White, President of White Chevrolet, representing the local Peoria Bloomington Chevrolet dealers. Now, here are the non-starters for tonight's quarterfinal game. For Providence-St. Mel, a 6-foot junior, 0, Maurice Powell. A 6'1" senior forward, number 10, Richard Covington. The 6'3" sophomore forward, number 11, Ken Gibson. A 6'2" sophomore guard, 13, Sam Harris. A 6-foot freshman guard, 22, Emmanuel Ford. A 6-foot junior guard, 23, Hank Gordon. A 6'1" junior guard, number 24, Owens Joe Shelby. A 6'4" sophomore guard, 32, Laquandis Riley. The 6'9" senior center, 34, Cazito Dezium. And a 6'5" junior center, 44, Adam Williams. And now the non-starters for the Rock Falls Rockets. The 6'4" junior forward, number 4, Matt Sartwell. The 6'2" junior guard, 14, Dustin Weaver. The 5'11" senior, 21, Scott Hayen. The 5'11" senior guard, 24, Kelly Westcott. The 5'11" senior guard, 32, Matt Hardy. The 6'2" junior forward, 34, Andrew Keyshaw. The 6'4" junior forward, 44, Sean Hardy. The 6'7" junior center, 50, Jared Clardy. And a 6'4" junior forward, 54, Scott Vandermoon. And now let's meet the starting lineups for this third quarterfinal game. At a forward for Providence-St. Mel, a 6'4" sophomore, number 3, LeVar Seals. At a forward for Rock Falls, a 6'2" senior, 23, Jedediah Johnson. At a forward for the Knights, a 6'7" freshman, 21, Stan Gaines. The other Rockets forward, a 6'5" senior, number 40, Herb Martin. At center for Providence-St. Mel, a 6'8" senior, 33, Corey Minifield. At center for Rock Falls, a 6'6" sophomore, 33, Ryan Borjan. At a guard for the Knights, a 6'3" senior, number 4, Curtis Blair. At a guard for the Rockets, a 5'11" senior, number 3, Brian Vance. The other guard for the Knights, a 6'2" senior, number 5, Rebert Harris. And the other guard for the Rockets, a 5'9" sophomore, number 11, Jorge Acosta. The coaching staff of Providence.
We'll be back with the opening tip in just a minute. Quarterfinal action continues here in Peoria. A look at Carver Arena here in Peoria as we are set for the tip-off in this quarterfinal. Let's bring in our broadcast partner roaming the sidelines, Javon Simmons.
Hey, Mike and Dave. Although Chicago St. Mel does not play in the public league any longer, they still have to carry the weight of Chicagoland on their shoulders. Coach Billy Garnett said the keys to the games today is rebounding, taking care of the basketball, and making sure that Rock Falls plays on offense, or actually works to play on offense. And as for Rock Falls, they've lived up to the expectations of making here, and Coach Tom Siegel says they need rebounding, also to move the ball and to cut down on St. Mel's penetration.
And away we go. Providence-St. Mel in the visiting purple. Look out! Off the foot! It is LeVar Seals for 2.
Well, we said Ronnie Fields with a jump shot. That's Ronnie Fields like. Fly above the rim.
You think they had that diagram to start?
Absolutely, since a week ago.
Working man-to-man. Here comes Rock Falls. And Vance loses the ball very quickly, and trying to save it in doing so is Jedediah Johnson. Acosta, the point guard.
Nice take. You get a crowd-pleasing play at one end, you've got to keep your poise and your wits about you. You had a chance to turn it over. Good job to attack the rim.
Seals again at 6'4", only a sophomore. Working against the zone. At the top, there's the freshman. And firing no good was Blair. A rebound St. Mel, and a foul committed will go against Vance. There's Billy Garrett in his 5th year, played football at Illinois State. Not a bad percentage at Providence-St. Mel. And Tom Siegel at Rock Falls. Went to Knox College, up and in. This time, it's Minifield, and the senior at 6'8", makes it 4-2 on another turnover, or a turnover this time. First one. St. Mel again. This is Seals. There's it up.
Bring it up way downtown. Showing your range.
5 for LeVar Seals, and very quickly we get a whistle. Full court pressure going by Providence-St. Mel. Herb Martin to inbound it. Well, David, if you think Rock Falls is going to be intimidated by this, I don't think so.
Absolutely not. They will come out and they just got to keep their poise, run their offense, and get their plays within the flow of what they've got designed.
And the miss by Vance, and a big rebound again by Minifield at 6'8". Just the start of things here, 7-2. 6.5 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. 7-2 for Providence-St. Mel with the ball. And once again, offense. This time in the field from the outside.
These guys don't have a conscience. Just take it when they get an open look and they drill it.
Acosta going to his knees, but keeping control. For now, and he is fouled very quickly by Rebert Harris. First foul on Harris, a 6'2 senior. 10-2, 5:57 to go first quarter, David.
Well, I'll tell you, there's a buzz in the gym. Everybody is excited. There is electricity here.
Martin moving in. And Herb Martin, who moved back to Rock Falls from Sterling after 2 years there, makes his presence felt. 6'5 senior. This is the freshman, Stan Gaines. Well, they missed one.
That's not a good shot. A contested jump shot off the dribble. Gaines belongs more in the paint.
Vance trying to fight his way through a lot of purple. Turns it over again. 6 points. St. Mel lead. St. Mel will run its offense against the 1-2-2. What a block by Martin. This is Johnson. Herb Martin with a bucket and a block shot. Watch Acosta at number 11. He is a sophomore running this offense, and there's Vance, and Vance gets fouled away from the basket.
Well, you've got Providence-St. Mel in a man-to-man defense, Mike, and what Rock Falls needs to do is attack the gaps in the defense. Get a guy on your side and take the ball to the basket, try and get some foul opportunities.
First foul on Curtis Blair, and we're going to get a whistle here. Official timeout. Wow, try to catch your breath. We'll be back. Alley-oop, and here we go. 10-4, St. Mel. Up, up, up. Fans are loving this one. Providence leading by 6. Let's take a look briefly at the road to Peoria, the path, if you will. First, Providence-St. Mel. They had a tough time with Coles City, and they needed 14 points off the bench from Richard Covington, along with 14 by Seals, to win that in the Super Sectional. Other games have been blowouts so far. Rock Falls, again, Fulton, Galena, Farmington, no problem with any of them. Rock Falls 28-3 on the year, and Brian Vance at 25 against Farmington to lead all scorers. Rock Falls hasn't gotten many shots. They've made 2 out of 3, but Providence-St. Mel, they've just been firing that thing. Here is Acosta, the sophomore, with Seals guarding him.
Cannot dribble out on the perimeter with great athletes guarding. Move the ball via the pass, much like Waterloo Jabot did this morning.
Vance back to Acosta. Pretty strong on that and taken away by Acosta. Johnson missing. Acosta again.
Nice job to crash the glass, get second chance points against a very good rebounding team. Those are icing on the cake for Rock Falls.
Boy, is this interesting. Probably the 3 best players on the quarter, a freshman and 2 sophomores. Now St. Mel, clock under 4 minutes, first quarter. Seals just fired that one up from NBA 3-point range.
Billy Garrett's not happy with that shot. You've got to attack a zone as you get a look at him. You've got to attack the zone by taking the ball into the gap of the defense, what they give you, and then finding shooters on other opportunities, skip passes, kick the ball back from the post.
And there's Tom Siegel, who probably doesn't like the way his team has been putting the ball on the floor a lot early in the game. They trail by 4. Traveling call against Acosta. 4 players have done the scoring. Acosta with 4 and Martin with 2 for Rock Falls. Seals and Minifield each with 5 for St. Mel's.
Let's see what happens now, how they attack the zone. Now we'll go man-to-man, Rock Falls.
Seals to Minifield. Back to Seals. Curtis Blair, a 6'3" senior.
Rock Falls going to change a lot of defenses tonight.
And Harris. Mark, good strong rebound. Good look underneath. Vance.
Heck of a pass.
It went everywhere but in. And we're going to get a charging foul. Taking one for the club was Jedediah Johnson, and Seals commits his first foul.
Well, I don't know if position was established, but I think the shoulder came down. Here comes the entry pass in transition. There's the shoulder down. It creates the contact. Good call.
Under 3 minutes to go now in the first quarter. Still a 4-point lead for St. Mel's. Johnson underneath. Blocked by, once again, Minifield. Jean had the shot, had it stuffed right back in his face. Minifield will shoot from out there. Working around. This is Rebert Harris. Clock on up to 2 minutes. Shot going up and long. The rebound to Minifield. Great job on both boards so far. Here's that play.
Tell you what, though, you look at Providence-St. Mel, they're bigger, they're quicker, they jump better, and they're not utilizing that advantage by taking the ball inside. They're settling for perimeter shots. It's playing right to the hands of Rock Falls.
And a traveling call against St. Mel again.
Everything they're doing is perimeter oriented. You take it, I'll take it. Dribble, dribble, perimeter shot, one-on-one move. They have got to screen for one another and get some inside points, or they're not going to win this game. And they're by far the more talented of the two teams if you just talk about the skills that you bring to the table.
Rock Falls, Sean Hardy, number 44, a junior coming in. One of the front court spots. Jean goes out. This is Johnson. No way is that shot going to go anywhere. And the whistle.
St. Mel doing a nice job defensively.
Well, again, you're watching Rock Falls trying to pound the ball inside against St. Mel's.
There's the ball taken into the paint again, and there's 3 purple shirts put up an umbrella. There's no way the shot's going to have a chance to go.
Give a block to the freshman Gaines.
Does he have a bright future? 9th grader. You remember 9th grade?
Just a dim memory, thank you, David. I think George Mikan was playing. Anyway, coming through is Rebert Harris. And a foul in the backcourt.
A lot of ticky-tack fouls here early in the going.
On Gaines, it's number 1, Billy Garrett. Started out playing both football and basketball and stayed with football at ISU. Said he had to study sometime. That's a good idea.
Football is an easier sport to play when you talk about your studies. You're more physically whipped, but you've only got 1 game a week. The travel schedule doesn't take you out of class.
Another turnover. St. Mel with the ball. Good zip pass down. 1 pass too many as Minifield can't hold on.
That's a tough pass to catch.
Curtis stuck Blair, on 6'10".
Curtis Blair looks. Says, hey, the pass was there? Curtis, you try and catch that.
Yeah. As his hands have to be put in ice water. Singed him a bit. Final 30 seconds coming up here in the first quarter. Again, it's Acosta, and again, there's no way is that St. Mel defense going to give into that shot. This is Rebert Harris, a senior. He will set it up for Billy Garrett's team. There's your clock. Seems we've been on 10-6 for about half the period after that fast start, David.
Great start, and everything's gone into the deep freeze.
Inside the scrum, held ball, 2.6 to go. Possession arrow, Rock Falls. Well, a set play that didn't set.
Everybody broke down. There's too much one-on-one. Stand and watch what your teammate does. There's no pattern, no method to what they're doing right now, Providence-St.
Still, Rock Falls ball. 1.3 on the clock. A couple of substitutions. Trying to come in for St. Mel. Richard Covington, number 10. Sam Harris, number 13. And Adam Williams, number 44. And Gordon, number 23. So just about a complete. Now everybody's out of there, so he's just playing platoons.
There we go. Got a lot of purple shirts out there.
No, well, I counted 5, so I guess we can play now. Going for the touchdown.
Now, Providence-St. Mel is going to get an opportunity. All his guys come back.
Remember Paul Dietzel's Chinese Bandits of LSU for football? I don't know if that's what this is, but here comes the. But the ball was never actually inbounded,
Exactly.
so
Didn't have a possession.
Nobody can substitute.
They tried, though. We're all at the scorer's table, ready to go.
Borjan back in. They can come in unless they hadn't substituted for him before that whistle. At the buzzer, it'll count if it goes, but Joe Shelby off the front rim. So it started quickly, but it's sort of bogged down, this quarterfinal game between Providence-St. Mel and Rock Falls. The Knights lead it after 1 by 4. Heading to the second quarter, Providence-St. Mel leading Rock Falls 10-6 here on the Class A quarterfinals. The broadcast rights for this IHSA championship event have been granted to Fox Sports Chicago and Intersport Television by the Illinois High School Association. Any reproduction or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Fox Sports Chicago, Intersport Television, and the IHSA is prohibited. That said, David Kaplan, after that fast start, Providence-St. Mel only 4 for 12 from the field. Rock Falls 3 for 9.
Well, it looked like we were going to be out to one of those racehorse games, and it's just clogged up.
Starters back in now for Providence-St. Mel after a mass substitution. Look at the drive going through by Harris. Underneath whistle, held ball, possession arrow, back to Rock Falls. So look at the three-point shooting, David, such as it is.
Nary an attempt yet.
Well, it seems, the Rock Falls has really been trying to pound the ball down in amongst the trees, and that's not the way they've made their living so far this season, certainly not against a team like St. Mel's.
I think they're trying to establish something and see if they can get a little bit of foul trouble on St. Mel's and get some offensive flow going.
Well, certainly Jorge Acosta has been fearless. That's his 6th point, and he's been just about the entire offense. The average is 6.5 a game. St. Mel's underneath, missing with Minifield. This is Jedediah Johnson. In the corner for Vance, and Vance is fouled by LeVar Seals, his 2nd. Not good news there for the Knights when you've got your #1 gun with 2 fouls early in the second quarter.
I'll tell you what, Rock Falls, give them some credit. They've got their sea legs under them now, and they've really started to attack Providence-St. Mel. Done a good job defensively, but offensively, you see now what they're trying to do. Take the ball to the glass, and then see if they can get something on the perimeter, maybe on a kickout.
St. Mel hasn't scored in his last 7 minutes. Nice takeaway there.
Much dribbling.
Curtis Blair, and he'll be called 4 steps.
Too much dribbling at one end, and there's a travel at the other.
Joe Shelby comes in, and LeVar Seals go out.
It was pretty, but yeah, there's no question. Get him a passport with that kind of traveling. But it was pretty to watch. Rock Falls needs to do a better job screening.
It seems like they're trying to do a lot of one-on-one. 10-8, Rock Falls trails by 2. Tire take the lead with a 3. Vance, there's your screen. Little rush to the shot. Nice save. Looks like Bourgeon made the save, but a whistle and St. Mel's is clapping. Well, they shouldn't, because Curtis Blair commits his second foul. Acosta to Bourgeon. Again, it's blocked inside. Still Rock Falls ball. Nope. 20-second timeout right here. 6:21 to go, first half. Rock Falls not taking any guff. St. Mel hasn't scored in about 8 minutes.
Billy Garrett's upset with his guys because they're not executing offensively. It's very much, as we've talked about, a freelance-oriented offense right now. No field goals in nearly 8 minutes, Mike. I mean, that you just can't have that happen when you've got the type of firepower that they have. They've gotten away from going to the glass.
And Rock Falls, a good three-point shooting team, shooting nearly 40% as a team. Has attempted one so far tonight, hasn't hit it. But I guess they're going to try to send St. Mel's a message. We're not afraid of you. We're going to go inside and then see what we can do from the perimeter.
Well, the best way to a good perimeter shot is through the post.
And as the ball is inbounded, we get another foul against the Knights. It looks like it's going to go against Minifield. If so, that's the first on Corey.
Unhappy Bill Garrett.
And Richard Covington to the rescue now. It was Covington who came off the bench to really spark this team against Coal City in the Super Sectional. Covington, number 10, 6'1" swingman. And in Billy Garrett's terminology, that means you can play any one of 5 positions.
It's funny, some of the guys he lists on his roster, guard, forward, center.
Yeah. Bourgeon misses on the 1-and-1. Minifield from 3. Good rebound. Martin going up. Martin at 6'5". Strongest leaper on Rock Falls. 2 minutes gone here in the second quarter. And again, Acosta trying to break through and loses the ball. Well, Rock Falls almost a 2-to-1 advantage on the board.
That shouldn't be happening.
Here's the freshman Gaines.
Tough move.
Any questions?
Tough move. Turnovers 8-5. Rock Falls with 8. St. Mel with 5.
Gains his first bucket. Averages 6 and change. Remember, you're talking about a 14-year-old. Acosta once again in the lane. Underneath Bourgeon. And a good block. Harris comes away. Rock Falls fans want to call. And there's a foul underneath as Harris starts to make a move. Martin gets his first.
Nice job on the dribble drive here. Good spin to get to the basket. That's what St. Mel needs to do. Take the ball to the basket. You will create more opportunities. You'll either be at the foul line, you'll get layups, or you can always kick the ball back out to the perimeter where your shooters are.
80% from the line for Rico Harris. You know, David, a lot of the players yesterday in practice were talking about the different perception in this arena because it goes so far back as you're looking through the glass. It's not exactly the feel of a high school gym. It really takes a while to get your bearings.
Absolutely. We heard the same thing for the Bulls when they moved in the United Center. The stadium had a much smaller area at the end of the floor. When you have that large area, it doesn't give you a shooting background.
And another whistle here will go against Minifield, and for Corey Minifield, that's 2. Yeah, you almost get seasick when you take those first shots, coming in, looking at the glass in a sea of faces, and maybe 50 or 75 feet behind. Here again is Bourgeon, 70% from the line, missed his first attempt at a 1-and-1. Bryan at 6'6", averages just under 11 points a ball game. 10 rebounds in the Super Sectional.
Got 4 boards tonight.
Well, St. Mel now leads it 13-10.
Ball's back to their zone. See how St. Mel attacks it.
Joe Shelby, who's been in there for Seals, who's sitting with 2 fouls. Covington. Harris up on the high post, gives him a screen. Shelby, and before the foul, there steps.
Absolutely, no doubt.
4:36 to go, first half. We'll take a break here. 13-10, St. Mel's lead down to 3. It's America's Original March Madness. We've got it right here for you. Mike Liederman along with Yvonne Simmons on the sidelines, and our guy, he's Mr. Ironman, David Kaplan, covering all 4 games here in the color chair.
Having fun.
Yep.
Look forward to it all year long.
March Madness, the third of 4 weeks. Billy Garrett telling his team during the timeout, we're in control, we're winning this game, but not the way they're playing, maybe not for long.
Well, they're doing a great job defensively, Mike, which is why they have this slim lead, but offensively, woeful. 31% shooting, and the worst part of it is they have not figured out how to attack the Rock Falls zone. As soon as they try something, Rock Falls goes back to man-to-man. They've really confused them.
Second quarterfinal coming up right after this. Plano and Carmi. Costa looks inside. Almost losing it again. 4:15, and now they do. Look out, Rebert Harris has 3. And committing the foul, Joe Shelby. Rebert Harris looked like he was going to come out of the rafters and slam that one through, but just laid it up nicely.
Well, here comes the steal. Watch defense. You cannot pass across the top of the key, especially against a team that plays a defensive style that anticipates passes like that.
Back to live action. Acosta, his first trip to the line, not successful. Not a particularly good free throw shooting team, Rock Falls, as Harris comes through the wild shot. Gaines follows up with one equally out of control, and it'll be Rock Falls ball. Tom Sigel in his 4th year had this team in the tournament. This is their first trip to the Elite Eight since 1958. I don't think any of the roster was here, do you think?
Probably.
I don't think their parents were. Johnson coming through. There's a good story there, though, as Rock Falls finished second to Marshall when Marshall became the first public league team to win the state. This was, of course, before A and AA were split apart.
Was that the George Wilson MC Thompson team?
That was the George Wilson team. Going underneath and being fouled is Herb Martin. George Wilson, you know, having come from out of the Chicago area, the first I knew of George Wilson was as a center for Cincinnati in the post-Oscar Robertson era. Yeah.
Sure, and MC Thompson played very well for DePaul and Ray Meyer.
And Corey Minifield right now has got his problems with 3 fouls. As the entry pass comes in.
See, but if you watch the low post defense there, nobody's playing solid bump coverage on the block. You're allowed to get away with what they call bump and fun. There's a little bit allowed, but when you gamble, you reach around, you stick your hands in and hack, you're going to get nailed every time.
Sam Harris comes in for Providence-St. Mel. With Herb Martin, every free throw attempt has been an adventure. He's shooting about 44% from the line. We'll try to split him here. 3 points for Herb Martin. And Corey Minifield is
a little angry.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, you talk about free throw shooting. John Thomas, the kid we watched today from Waterloo, one of my favorite players I've watched because he works so hard. Got to do better at the free throw line. 51%.
I'll tell you about him in a minute because I had to talk with his coach after that game as the shot goes up and missed. Underneath, Rebert Harris, and Harris with a good hustle play on the rebound gets fouled, and that is Johnson, and that'll be Jedediah's first. After the game, he was talking to his coach about that. And he is not a bad free throw shooter, but he had such an atrocious beginning of the season. He was at 33%. He's raised it to 50%. He's been shooting about 75% the last half of the season, and he said it just was a mental thing with him, as of course all free throws are. That's why they call them foul shots.
All concentration.
Yeah.
Well, I think that kid's going to be a heck of a player. I really like him.
We will see him tomorrow. 4 points now for Rebert Harris.
The best thing that he does is he never stops working. Guys think that you only work hard when you get the ball in your hands. He's an example of a guy who works hard to get the ball.
Well, we'll see the Hawks tomorrow. Waterloo, Gibault, Denny Reuter, and his crew. 2 free throws made. That's an accomplishment for either team tonight. It's a 6-point lead for St. Mel as Rock Falls has been stuck on 11. Vance, haven't heard from him.
Got an open look and he drilled it. Nice job to spot up. He saw his running buddy in trouble, spotted up and got it.
And right back the other way.
St. Mel so quick to answer.
19-14 St. Mel's. Johnson looking and throws it past Acosta. 19-14, a 5-point lead, and Johnson not happy with that pass. Missed by Covington.
Nice job on the rebound.
5-point St. Mel's lead. Rock Falls with the ball. 2 minutes to go now, first half. Quarterfinal action here. Acosta with the left hand, and that's his natural shot.
Beautiful take to the basket. Did a good job to protect the dribble and then got it up on the backboard and scored.
It's a good shot, but he is a natural right-hander, we should say. And a travel call against Harris.
I'm just amazed at how out of control St. Mel is offensively. Everything's off the dribble and everything is a whirling dervish spin move, and that does not please Bill Garrett. He wants a timeout and he's upset, and I agree with him.
His team leads it by 3, a minute 37 to go in the first half. You also have to praise Acosta. While he likes to take the ball as a sophomore, he has been able pretty much to stay under control.
He's a guy that has scored tonight and has needed to score, but he doesn't forget about his primary responsibility to have the basketball in his hands and make sure his guys are doing what they're supposed to do offensively.
Jorge Acosta, 5'9", 155-pound sophomore, moved into the starting lineup with a veteran team. And he, along with Brian Bourgeon, are the 2 sophs among the 3 seniors who round out the starting 5. There is Tom Siegel, an assistant at Galesburg for several years, coming out of Knox College. Likes that up-tempo style. He'll go man-to-man. He'll go with a 2-3 match. He's dressed nicely, too. For the most complete coverage of IHSA sports action, tune in every week to IHSA Sportsnet. Host Tom Waddle. Speaking of dressing nicely, David Kaplan, host Tom Waddle brings you all the highlights and recaps of the week's biggest games. IHSA Sportsnet, the official weekly highlight show of the IHSA. See it this Sunday at 11 a.m. right on Fox Sports
I helped
Chicago.
Tom pick all of his clothes out each Sunday.
Every different
Tom
pair of
needs
jeans.
help.
Yeah. Let's go to Yvonne Simmons, who was hanging around the huddle.
Hey, Dave, coach from St. Mel is pointing to their offense as something else other than running it. They said take their eyes off the referee. They've been in worse situations than this. Don't let anything external bother them. So they're not really concerned about running it. It's other situations that are bothering them.
Okay, Yvonne, thank you. Another scrum, and Rock Falls saves the ball. Well, here comes Johnson. Thought about the 3. Throws up a wild left. Bourgeon fights, but taken away by Shelby.
Rebert Harris is hurt. He got hit in the face. Was doubled over at the top at the center court, and now is in front of the bench, rubbing his eye. Must have got poked.
Meanwhile, Sean Hardy, number 44, comes in for Rock Falls. As you see, Harris. And Rebert Harris, especially in the late season going, has been a real spark plug for this team. Probably got poked in the eye. Trying to blink away the 3 baskets he's looking at right now.
Let's take a look and see if we can see where he got hit.
Yeah, right there.
Right
Martin.
there at the top of the key.
Herb Martin got him.
Now, Yvonne was saying, Coach Garrett was saying, don't let external things like the referees or don't play to the crowd. When he sits down tonight and watches the tape of this game, he's also going to talk with his guys about trying to run what their offense is designed to do rather than dribble, go one-on-one.
Nice ball movement here from the side, but an air ball thrown up by Stan Gaines. Remember, they're doing this without their top guy, LeVar Seals, who's been sitting with a couple of personal fouls since late in the first quarter. Final minute here. 3-point lead for St. Mel's. And this is Brian Vance, who's been held in check, their high scorer, averaging 18 points a game for Rock Falls. Spreading the floor. And the foul committed by Sam Harris. And for Harris, that's number 1. .5 seconds. Here's Brian Vance, 81% from the line.
He's just a solid player. Not a high flyer, but he can shoot, he can handle, he defends, he can pass, and he makes free throws.
3-year starter on this team. You see, he's not very heavy. 165 at 5'11".
I remember 165.
Now, wait a minute. You came down.
I'm getting closer.
Mel's with the 1-point lead, working for the final shot of the first half. There's your clock ticking away. And the backup backcourt of Harris and Joe Shelby, setting things up, spreading the floor. Up high is Covington. Costa trying to create havoc and picks up a foul for his pains. For Jorge, his first.
That's a tough foul to get. He did a real good job defensively, deflected the ball, and just in the wrong place at the wrong time on the foul call.
I like that kid.
He is going to be very, very special when he's done.
Firing up, bringing it in is Seals. And that'll do it. The first half is over. Anybody's ball game tonight, you better believe it. They are both playing it in Peoria, and we are at halftime of the quarterfinal. 19-18 St. Mel. Let's go over to Yvonne Simmons.
Coach Garrett, so many things happened or didn't happen in the first half. Why don't you just tell me what your thoughts are right now?
I thought we were getting cheated just like we did in '96. We played the whole first half and we're not in a bonus. I mean, and they're pushing us. Refs do not have to equalize.
Do you think that there's any problems offensively with the way you're attacking the zone?
No, I think we're getting cheated.
Okay, that's his thoughts. Mike, back to you.
Well, that's going to go over big, state to state. And David, you're looking at me like we're both not buying it.
No, I'm not buying it. I don't like to hear that. That doesn't belong here at the state tournament.
All right, we'll have more. I'm sure we haven't heard the last of this. We'll be back with halftime activities.
We're in a tight one here at halftime when Chicago St. Mel is leading 19-18. And my halftime guest right now is Mike Holtzman. He's with the Catherine Bike Company. Your company has a very strong commitment to sportsmanship. Can you tell us why?
Yeah, for the last couple of years, we have noticed a decline in sportsmanship through our students. And we really felt, as a company committed to fundraising activities through our schools, that we needed to give something back. And in doing so, we felt there was no greater message we could give than the message of good sportsmanship.
And one of the initiatives you've started here for 2 years now with the IHSA is the Attitude. Can you tell us about that campaign?
Yeah, of course, the Attitude symbol is the Attitude mascot, which you'll see at every major high school event in Illinois. We also launched the Attitude Candy Bar.
I'm looking at that. I'm liking that.
Yeah, I will give this to you when it's done. Anyway, this is only a fundraising bar. It can only be purchased through students that sell this in the schools, and part of the proceeds from this bar go back to fund the Attitude campaign.
Well, Mr. Holtzworth, you're doing a very nice job, and we thank you very much for your commitment to sportsmanship, and it's definitely working. We can see that.
Thank you very much.
Mike and Dave will be back with halftime stats and also highlights, so stay with us.
1918 halftime here at the Class A boys quarterfinals at Carver Arena in Peoria. And David Kaplan, Billy Garrett, as he's leaving the floor, telling Yvonne Simmons flat out, we've been cheated. I think that set a tone that's just not healthy, and I just don't think it's true.
I agree with you. I think the officials, first of all, they're human, number one. Number two, I think they've done a pretty darn good job here in the first half. But whether he believes that comment to be factual or not is unprofessional to say it on the air. And I don't want to rip into a coach on a broadcast running statewide. He needs to deal with that in a different forum, not on an interview leaving halftime.
Right, and he'll see what happens when he talks to his players at halftime. Everybody's got to regroup there. A very sluggish first half, though, that started like gangbusters from the opening tap, David.
This is the first play of the game. LeVar Seals says, hello, I'm here for the state finals. Big time alley-oop jam. Then Rebert Harris off a steal, gets the lay-in. He's a very good defender, steps up, anticipates, and it's off to the races for Providence-St. Mel.
Rebert Harris, 5 points, shares scoring lead with LeVar Seals for his team. Meanwhile, Acosta, the sophomore.
Jorge Acosta, nice job, fake the pass, hang in the air, and kiss it off the glass. Nice job. We got a heck of a ball game going.
Good use of the left hand. We'll be back with more at halftime. Stay tuned. The Rock Falls cheerleaders, they have something to cheer about. Their team in the quarterfinals trailing by 1 at halftime. Statistically, not a pretty game, David.
No, not a pretty game at all. In fact, we had that drought for St. Mel. Almost 8 minutes without a basket. You take a look at the field goal opportunities. Providence-St. Mel has had 8 more shots, 10 from three-point range, but knocked down just 2. Rebounding, though, big for Rock Falls.
Well, they're shooting under 30% at St. Mel's. Meanwhile, Rock Falls not exactly banging things through either, under 40%. We'll be back. We'll talk to the coach, get the third quarter underway. Stay tuned. (1918) Providence-St. Mel leads Rock Falls by 1. Rock Falls coach Tom Siegel is with Yvonne.
Yes, okay. Thanks, Mike. Coach Siegel, you guys are not backing down. Let's go back to your keys. You're winning the rebounding edge, and you've stalled their offense.
Well, I think that's saved us because I think offensively they've done a great job defensively, and we haven't responded to it with the counters that we want to try to do against pressure in the passing lanes and on the ball. And, I've tried to go up in the air with them and shoot, and we're getting a lot of shots put back in our face instead of jump shot or a jump stop, try to use a shot fake.
So overall, you're pretty happy that you're only down 1?
Well, I'm real happy because I wasn't pleased with our performance. We did a lot of things, call a play in the timeout and go out and 2 guys forget it, and I think maybe that was a little bit of nerves. So hopefully we'll settle down a little bit and have a little more fun with it and play up to our potential.
Okay, thanks a lot. Good luck second half. Mike, back to you.
Thanks, Yvonne. Good job. Providence-St. Mel, Rock Falls, their leading scorers. Acosta is already above his average. Nobody else is really doing much. The next leading scorer on either side is 5. Seals, of course, with those 2 quick fouls early, and that's held him back because he's been sitting on the bench. We start things off in the third quarter again. St. Mel in the visitors purple, Rock Falls in the home white. They enter the ball in the paint, turning around and missing the shot is Minifield. And a foul right away. No, it'll be a held ball possession arrow going to Rock Falls. What do you think of that possession arrow rule since they've changed it in college? You think they'll change it in high school?
Absolutely. I like if the defense outworks you and they cause the tie-up, they should be rewarded.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking. Yvonne and I were having this debate during the girls' tournament. I agree with you. Acosta with the turnover. Let's check in with Yvonne. What do you think?
Mike, and following up with that conversation we had, I asked Don Robinson about that as well, and he said they're not going to change it. He doesn't like that rule, and in fact, he'd rather go back to the jump ball situation.
The jump ball situation, maybe after every basket. You've got to wonder about that.
I wouldn't mind to see him go back to jump balls, but if you're going to have the alternate possession, you have to reward the defense when they outwork somebody.
Seals with a jump shot with authority.
Well, he elevates so well on his jump shot.
He's 6'4". That vertical is very evident there. He's got 7 points. That's his first since the first quarter. Now here's Brian Vance. He's been held in check, and he tries to force one up. Once again, Minifield the rebound. That's not Brian Vance's game. Just the start of the third quarter. 1 minute gone by. 3-point lead for Providence-St. Mel. Working the offense against the zone. Blair across. It's the freshman. And look at the putback, and look out. Seals had everything going. Finally, he doesn't give up and gets one.
Nice job to crash the glass. That's what St. Mel needs to do. Play alley-oop on the backboard. If you're going to miss the short shot, you've got to have purple shirts go to the glass, and that's what he did.
Give Seals credit. He missed the easy one, but he came back, followed his own shot, and got the two. There's Vance with a little bit of room. Knocked out of there, but saved by Providence-St. Mel. Nice break. Look out, it's Harris.
And that's St. Mel basketball. Score off your defense, but they seem much more focused here at the start of the second half.
Johnson trying to put a move on the freshman. There's Acosta. Point guard to Vance. Great man for St. Mel. Bourgeon. Jedediah Johnson follows his own shot and has it sent back by Gaines. Again the miss, and we're going to get the foul called on Bourgeon. His second. Bourgeon at 6'6", 210. Biggest lead of the ball game, 7 points here. Seals again.
Good job on the glass.
Vance again trying to go one-on-one. He'll draw the foul on Seals. That'll be number 3. Well, no question, David Kaplan. The message is take it to him over on the Rock Falls side. Take it right to Providence-St. Mel.
Well, LeVar Seals needs to get down in a little bit better defensive stance and move his feet. He's quick enough to handle the opportunity. Boy, what a shot.
As he went over on the seat of his pants, Brian Vance with his second 3. He's got 8.
He's limping going back. He tumbled back to the floor. Rolled an ankle.
No call. Thought he might get a call there for a 4-point play as Blair just banged in him. Brings Rock Falls within 4. Blair again. Live rim. Blair fighting for the rebound. We got a held ball. Curtis Blair doing a good job in there. Just didn't get the breaks when he put the ball off the glass. Timeout on the floor. 4:38 to go, third quarter. Rock Falls now cut the lead to 4. St. Mel leads it. 4-point St. Mel lead. Good hustle here by LeVar Seals, David.
Well, he crashes the glass with a vengeance. Here comes a shot opportunity from Gaines. It's short. Look at him work. That is just desire. That is nothing but a guy that says, I'm not going to be beaten tonight. I am going to the rim, and he stays with it. Heck of a play.
LeVar Seals, the sophomore at 6'4", as ball inbounded, and Rock Falls 12 turnovers to 7 for Providence-St. Mel, and that's translated into 9 St. Mel points, only 2 for the Rockets. And right away, a takeaway. Rock Falls coming down. There's Brian Vance with the quick hands. Gets the screen from Bourgeon. There's the other sophomore, Acosta with the ball. One of the rare sophomore plays he's made tonight, Dave.
You're right. That's just an inexperienced play. He got a little frenetic. He had a couple of defenders running at him and threw the ball away.
And just like that, back the other way on the turnover. As Harris turned the ball. Here's Vance. Well, Brian Vance just attacking the basket, but coming up short. Neither team shooting 40% tonight. 4 minutes exactly. Third quarter. St. Mel's running its offense. Minifield in the post gets out as the 3 ball goes up and way away from Harris. St. Mel had a 7-point lead. It's been cut down. Acosta, good look inside. Martin, he's been quiet. Rebound, and we get the foul call that'll go against Acosta. Number 2 on Jorge. Coverage continues tomorrow. The semifinals begin at 11 a.m. We will have that, both semifinals. Then the dual team wrestling will take center stage at 3 o'clock. And then the finals for the Class A, preceded by the consolation. And that all comes your way live at 6:30 on Fox Sports Chicago. Hope you enjoy it. We'll have it all here for you. Of course, next week we'll have the AA. Just lofted by Minifield. If that hits something, we're still waiting. Low scoring ball game. Vance again trying to come through and again out of control and again tries to get a timeout. Ball's tied up. Possession arrow stays with Rock Falls. I don't know.
That's why I don't like that rule.
Yep.
That was a tie-up or a turnover forced by the defense, and the offense gets rewarded by keeping the ball. I disagree with Don Robinson on that one, even though he's the guru of the rules.
Well, both teams have made 2 3-pointers, but look at the difference in the attempts. St. Mel, 16%. Not good. A team that shoots nearly 40% from three-point range. Johnson, they've kept him in check as well. Jedediah, 15-point average, hasn't scored. Here's Vance.
Money. He does such a nice job. You could see the look developing because he floated toward the baseline, double-teamed the ball, and boom, find the shooter, and he drilled it.
So
nice job.
Lulls him with the drive, and then comes back and bombs. Stepping on the end line. Once again, Minifield a turnover. 2:40 to go. Rock Falls will have a chance to take the lead here. The fans are loving this. Billy Garrett, not exactly.
Well, Curtis Blair is assigned to Brian Vance, and Billy Garrett said, do not leave him. Instead, Curtis Blair forgets, doubles the ball, and Vance gets an open look. You don't leave him open. He'll drill it.
Blair again, isolating him from NBA range. This time it's Blair the rebound.
A tough shot.
Well, Minifield. And look at that, it's 6-8, nails that 3. 8 points for Corey Minifield.
Well, they went 3 minutes without a point. That's a big one.
Jedediah Johnson, who's gone about 20 minutes without a point. And the foul underneath will go against Rock Falls. Jorge Acosta commits his 3rd.
That's not a good shot by Jedediah Johnson. He hadn't had a shot in a while, and I think he was a bit hungry to get one. That was not the look that Coach Siegel's looking for.
Well, Kelly Westcott, a 6'1" guard, comes in for Rock Falls. And Acosta will sit down with 3 fouls. And Richard Covington is in, number 10. That's he with the ball. And the tip up by Seals. Another tip by Minifield. A lot of action under the boards. Good offensive work, but it didn't develop into any points for Providence-St. Mel. 4-point ball game. And a foul away from the ball. A push-up. Looks like Covington sent Westcott down in the paint. Covington's first.
It's a much more serene Bill Garrett this half.
There he is. Back underneath it goes to Martin, and Martin steps on the end line. Well, before that we get a foul, so the foul will be on Rebert Harris. 2nd on Rebert. Substitution coming in. Here comes the freshman Gaines in, and number 13, Sam Harris, who'd been in for a bit, didn't score, came out.
All right, it was Brian Vance throwing the ball in. Let's see what Rock Falls does on their inbounds. Maybe they try and take it the other way and find Brian Vance for a jump shot. Well, they don't get the chance.
Another turnover. Here comes Minifield, bring the ball up at 6'8". 1 minute to go, 3rd quarter. Gaines doesn't get the break there. Martin the rebound. Martin played his freshman year at Rock Falls, moved away for 2 years, went out to Sterling, came back. Boy, has he been a big addition to this team. Vance gets a screen from Bourgeon. Westcott. Try to change that one in midair. There's Harris in the final 30 seconds. Gaines. And the foul committed by Jedediah Johnson, his second.
That's a good call. He reached.
Johnson looking for a steps call against Covington. Well, they give it to Bourgeon, but actually it should be to Johnson. Bourgeon wasn't anywhere near there.
Well, the shot at the other end, though, I believe it was by Westcott, was a contested reload, hang in the air shot. It's almost impossible to hit.
Here is Covington. Here comes Sam Harris back in. 3 points for Richard Covington now. Westcott comes out. Acosta comes back in. And Seals comes out. And Joe Shelby comes in for Providence. There's a good look at Richard Covington, a key reserve. 6-1. 4 points on the game. The lead back to 6. Acosta fouled by Rebert Harris, his third. Well, Providence-St. Mel keeping a lot of pressure on the sophomore point guard, but Acosta has shown no fear, made a couple of sophomore plays, but no question, he's the boss of this offense. Blair coming back for St. Mel. And Harris goes out. Rebert with 7. Johnson to inbound. Saw Martin. Now he's in trouble.
Gets a timeout.
They had Herb Martin right in the middle of the court, but didn't take it, so now he's got to take a 20.
I think he was afraid of the distance of the pass to Herb Martin, and he backed off of throwing it. Couldn't get it to Vance, who was their initial option. Wisely took the timeout because the rule is you get 5 seconds to throw it in, but once you hit 4 and we're between 4 and 5, you cannot be granted a timeout.
Made it just under the wire. Okay, surfers, get online with the IHSA's www.ubet for the most up-to-date information on your favorite Illinois high school teams or athlete. Log on to the official IHSA website. Let me tell you, it is spectacular. IHSA.org on the net. Scott Johnson, Tammy, the whole gang, they do a fantastic job. I'm there every day, David. I am.
I was in there last night at about
about 3 in the morning.
3:30 in the morning.
Find out you had to be here tonight. Yeah. Very complete. Look at Acosta.
Real good take by Acosta. That's a big basket. 4-point game at the end of 3 quarters. We're going to have a barn burner here for the next 8 minutes.
10 points for Jorge. We've got a 4-point ball game. 4th quarter coming up. Hurry back. Four-point ball game in the quarterfinals as we start the 4th quarter. The Chicago Sun-Times is the official newspaper of the IHSA State Championships. Remember to pick up your Chicago Sun-Times for complete coverage of Illinois high school sports. Mike Lederman, David Kaplan, Yvonne Simmons, and our Fox Sports Chicago crew out here at Carver Arena in Peoria. Semifinals and finals tomorrow here in Class A. Look at the percentages still. Woeful. Well, yeah. Good defense for sure. A lot of wild shooting, and coming through as Seals improves the percentage for Providence-St. Mel.
Well, he just elevates so high, it's like he's looking down at the rim.
6-point ball game. Acosta almost loses it. Johnson doesn't have a shot. Vance has it blocked as Seals commits his 4th foul. Billy Garrett been very quiet after that halftime outburst, but he's seen his top scorer come up with his 4th foul with 7:16 to go in this ball game.
It's getting a little physical. That possibly was a charge. It was close. frenetic here. Block shot. When you go block the shot, which he did a great job of, you've got to do that under control. He crashed into Vance, and that's why it's a free throw opportunity.
Vance makes 2 free throws. 13 points for him, and there you see LeVar Seals. And this is the third. Long way to go with 4 fouls on you. LeVar Seals are going to have to do that. And Covington throws it away. Saved nicely by Bourgeon. Getting past Harris. Johnson has his shot. Well, long time between drinks. First points for Jedediah Johnson. Average is better than 15. Couldn't have come at a better time for his team. 1-point ball game now. St. Mel to lead the ball. There's Gaines, the freshman. Looking to Covington. Seals gets up. Martin the rebound, and nicely held by Stan Gaines. Well, the crowd enjoying this one. Those are the folks from Rock Falls.
Boy, they into it.
20-second timeout here, and Gaines, the freshman, made a good play, but again, it's going to be Rock Falls' possession.
Watch this triple. Everyone's playing for Vance. They think he's the guy that's got the range, and Johnson, who'd been quiet all night. Look at the rotation.
Well, look at him going over midfield. He's 6'8", Johnson 6'2", and here's the huddle for Providence-St. Mel. Let's listen in.
Give us a chance to play defense. They got the last 2 baskets we had to scramble around. And you try to take a charge and you try to reach. Don't do that. No, just catch the ball, now give it up.
Billy Garrett, intense coach, 5th year at Providence, assistant coach at Hales Franciscan. Before that, Brian Vance's numbers. Shots were tough coming for him. He forced up a couple and really did not get many good looks. 8 of his 13 points here in the second half, and the bench. Ah, yes, that's the bench's role. Sit there and cheer and be ready to go. Costa working with Harris. All against him. Johnson, and Johnson is hit by Gaines.
No question. Cannot bump somebody along the dribble on the way to the basket.
Second foul on Stan Gaines.
See, what Providence-St. Mel has to realize is it's a different whistle at the state tournament than they're used to in Chicago, where play is just more physical.
Johnson going inside, backs off. Look at that rebound by Harris.
Tough rebound.
Slow to get up, you see, working on that left ankle.
Yeah, he's limping bad.
Turned it. 32-31, there's your situation. 5.5 to go. St. Mel to lead the ball. They've led most of the way. Spreading the floor here. And look at the shot by Minifield. You wonder about that one. Spread the floor and have your 6'8" guy come in and try to drive the lane, pull up for a 17-footer. Good St. Mel D here. Vance coming through. Nothing but glass there, and again we get the ball tied up, and it will be St. Mel ball. Got an official timeout here. 4:47 to go. St. Mel has never trailed in this ball game, but now their lead razor thin. 1 point. They'll have the ball when we come back. Harris. 32-31, 4:47 to go, fourth quarter. Injury here to St. Mel. Rebert Harris will show you how it happened, and let's hope he can come back from it.
Working on the ankle on the sidelines. Looked like he stepped wrong and just rolled it. Retie the shoes, stretch the foot.
And let's see, he's not on the floor. And a 5-second call against St. Mel's. So, here's Reibert. Martin underneath. No, they wave the basket off and a foul before the shot. Little different from the pros.
Just a bit.
If you start from half court and take 2 dribbles, it's and the basket and the foul.
Here comes Reibert Harris, tough kid. This is what it's all about. The season on the line. He is a tough kid.
Joe Shelby the foul as Herb Martin misses the 1-and-1. Crucial for Rock Falls. Martin, 3 points. Hasn't scored here in the second half. Gaines guarded by Acosta. Seals has it picked. Acosta, can he save it? Yes. Jorge again, a super play. Taking it away from the bar, Seals. Vance, tough charging in, and an offensive foul, and a good call by the officials. Curtis Blair took the charge.
All right, let's make the call right here and see what we can tell. It looked to be a charge from the initial look. Here he comes in, he's out of control, no doubt about it. That's the right call, no doubt about it.
Second foul on Brian Vance. Tom Sigel.
Curtis Blair, give him some credit. That's a guy that knew he was risking life and limb and did a super job to step up and take a charge.
Okay, here's Harris as the floor is spread. 3:45 to go, still the 1-point lead for St. Mel's. Second quarterfinal coming up. Second of tonight's quarterfinals coming up, our 4th for the day. Sears. And going up is Gaines, and he'll be charged with number 3. Again, David, not to pick on him, but St. Mel's spread the floor. They took their time, and what do they get?
They get an elevated jump shot from 18 feet. And the other thing is, Gaines is an excellent rebounder, but he's a young kid. He's 14 years old, just a 9th grader. He's got to learn that when that ball's in the air, you don't watch the ball. You go find a spot to rebound, seal somebody off, and then go get it. Can't go over the top.
Brian Bourgeon, 2 out of 3 from the line tonight.
And we're dead even with 3:19. What a ball game.
Everything we figured. The 2 top-rated teams in this tournament. Rock Falls at number 4, St. Mel's number 5. First lead of the game possible here for the Rockets. They got it. Bench loves it.
They are into it, and if you watch the St. Mel bench, definitely quiet at the other end.
Blair. Harris. Underneath. And seals his foul. Johnson. We got him for 2.
Look at the distance on that shot. You're talking about knocking down an NBA 3. They do a good job on the glass. They've got to get better shot opportunities, St. Mel. We talked about it all night long.
LeVar Seals with his 12th point ties it up, and the St. Mel's bench obviously concerned. Still tied. 3 minutes to go. St. Mel started out in spectacular fashion, and we've been plodding in mud most of the rest of the way. Tough defense and some forced shots on both sides. Now we're all tied. St. Mel had a 7-point lead. Vance in trouble. St. Mel the takeaway. Harris, and he gives it up. Johnson working against Gaines. Jedediah. Vance has room.
Wow! He got a clean look. He does such a great job at spotting up when he sees a teammate on the move, and they look for him in those spots, and he drilled it.
And an offensive foul called against Minifield. Corey Minifield, his 4th. The official at Gardner, no mistake about it, as we take a 20-second timeout.
Now look at the shot. He's ready to shoot it when the pass comes out. That's what great shooters do. They catch it, it's gone. And that's exactly what he did. Got a good, clean look, and he drilled it.
Johnson.
See how he's ready to shoot? That pass comes out, he's already squared his toes up, and he's ready to go. And his shot is such a pretty thing to watch. Shoulders over toes, elbow in, drilling.
A couple of guys who played together for a long time, 3 years on the varsity, and they played in junior high and grade school. Ryan Vance, Jedediah Johnson. As you look at Billy Garrett, there's Corey Minifield, and you see the graphic on him. 4 personal fouls. Minifield with 8 points. Coming up to the 2-minute mark. Winner goes on, loser goes home. No foul called there. Borjan dribbling out of trouble. And we get the foul. Curtis Blair will send Vance to the line. And they're in the double bonus. Third foul on Curtis Blair. Billy Garrett looking up at the scoreboard. Here is Brian Vance. 4 out of 5 from the line. Make it 5 out of 6. He's got 17. 33 his top game this season. He's not going to do that tonight, we don't think. Right now, he's got 18. His team is up 5. St. Mel led through better than 3 quarters here. Blair. What a shot by Curtis Blair.
Tough shot along the baseline. Soft, got the shooter's roll, and it fell. Now you got to get a defensive stop.
First bucket for Blair. Borjan. Brian Borjan comes back. He's got 6. St. Mel can't trade him here. Seals from way downtown. Reebert Harris follows it up. Last touch by St. Mel. Tom Siegel right in front of us. He's screaming. And there's Billy Garrett signaling for a timeout. Rock Falls has come from 7 down to lead by 5.
Well, St. Mel has got to realize with 1:14 to go, you don't need to take an NBA 3 every time they come down. They're getting nothing going to the basket. They're getting nothing off of any kind of a pattern offense. Everything is coming off of freelance and breakdowns off of what they're trying to do offensively.
The reset much in Rock Falls' favor. They've got the possession now with 2 timeouts.
Now, hey, listen, State, they're going to come man this time. If they go zone, we got the 3 guards up front with a big guy in the middle. We get the reversal, we slide out, flash in. We got 3 timeouts. Let's run State.
Tom Siegel talking about what they do in the event of a zone or in the event of a man defense. Rock Falls is outscored Providence-St. Mel 14-3 in the last 6 minutes and change.
This is a heck of a layup. He lets the defender clear and then gets his shot up on the glass.
How he doesn't walk there, you know, I don't know. There's so many times in that situation where it's so easy with the defender coming at you. to slide those feet, and Bourgeon did a fine job, held his ground, waited for the defensive man to fly under the basket, and then laid it up and good.
Here comes the trap. And there's a foul in the backcourt. Nearly a steal opportunity.
For Gaines, his fourth.
You just don't, if you're Providence-St. Mel, want to see number 3, Brian Vance, going to the line. 81% is what he shoots.
Well, Brian Bourgeon, they're not afraid to let him handle the ball at 6'6". He's only a sophomore, started as a freshman.
6 of 7 today from the line.
Bourgeon first in the sophomore class.
7 of 8.
Let's go to Yvonne.
St. Mel did not want to foul Vance, but under that situation, there's really nothing else they can do. They want to play man-to-man, make sure the rotations are going well, and they take care of the basketball, but they're looking really to foul anybody else but Vance.
7-point lead. Seals. And the foul on the rebound. The push is called against St. Mel. Looks like it's Gaines again, and if it is, he's gone. Stan Gaines fouls out with only 2 points with exactly 1 minute to go.
All right, here comes the shot opportunity for Providence-St. Mel. That's a long, long 3. There's your rebound. I don't know. Didn't see a push.
Tough call. Well, as we told you, 9th grade, already considered the best prospect in his age in the state, if not one of the best in the country. David, you know about these things.
He's a big-time talent. He has got to work on facets of his game. I'll tell you what, when you look at this St. Mel team, they're going to be back. They got very good players. LeVar Seals, just a sophomore, has got to develop the whole package of guard skills, but he's going to be just an unbelievable talent for the next 2 seasons. It's a big-time Division I player.
Here's Brian Bourgeon. He's got 5 points here. 6 in the 4th quarter, including 4 for 4 from the line. 9-point lead. Look out, and there's a major league 3 from Harris. He's got 10. Is it enough? Look at Harris, the steal. 12 points. And it's a 4-point game, and very quickly, Rock Falls takes a timeout. Wow, what a comeback quickly. Reminds us a little bit of what happened in the second quarterfinal here with Riverton putting on a last-minute rush. But look at the kind of play that you can see from Providence-St. Mel. Is it enough?
Well, take a look at this 3. You want to talk about deep? That's way beyond NBA range. Boom. Now they work hard defensively on the inbound. Here's the steal. Loose ball, they come up with it and get quickly the stick in off the glass.
Well, from a 9-point lead, we are down to a 4-point lead.
With an eternity left, almost 43 seconds.
Yeah, come on, let's go to the board. Win this game.
Well, Providence-St. Mel seemed to have this game in control most of the way. Then went cold. Rock Falls coming back, hitting some key threes and free throws. And now, 4-point ball game. Yvonne.
40-minute instructions from Rock Falls just to relax. They told them how many timeouts that they had, which was 2, and they get the ball in the free throw shooter's hands. We'll knock it down from there. We have more points right now. Then we'll celebrate. Don't start celebrating now.
If St. Mel wants to foul anyone, it would be Herb Martin, who shoots under 50%, and Jorge Acosta. But the way Acosta's played today, I don't know. He shoots about 64%. And they take a timeout. They could not inbound the ball. The Rockets taking their next to last timeout. Remember, coming up next, we'll have the second quarterfinal of the evening and quarterfinal number 4 on the day. Carmi against Plano. And no, Carmi is not the plural of Carmus. I researched that.
Did you?
I did.
I leave that stuff to you.
As well you should. You don't want to be associated with it. Mike Lederman, David Kaplan, Yvonne Simmons. Yvonne is patrolling the sidelines. Actually, can we say Yvonne is patrolling the sidelines with her son or daughter to be?
Right. Expecting in August.
We had to mention that.
Absolutely. By the way, with the Carmi game coming up, can you name the most famous coach to ever come out of Carmi?
Yes, and I forgot his name.
Well, I'll give it to you during the ball game.
Oh, jeez.
He's only a Hall of Famer, a legend, and one of the best. Don't go look it up.
Oh, I knew about it, and I seized it. Okay. What do I get? Get the opportunity to broadcast the game if I get it right.
Exactly.
Okay. 42.7. Rock Falls inbounding. Leading by 4. There goes the home run ball. And last touch by Vance. Absolutely. Good call right in front of us. Still 40 seconds to go. St. Mel down by 4. There's your clock. There's Blair. And there, this shot by, and the follow-up by Covington, and Covington is fouled.
We're going to have a possibility of a 2-point game with 25-5 left.
Well, Covington will go to the line. 64% shooter. We'll show you the follow-up here.
Well, they're very fortunate, St. Mel, that they came up with an offensive rebound. Good call on the foul. You don't need a 3-point shot when you're down 4. You can't tie the game anyway. Why take the long distance, low percentage shot? Do the best you can to get to the rim.
Covington, perfect. 3 for 3 from the line. He's got 5 points. St. Mel's bench nervous to bring them within 2. They've come back from 9 down here in the final minute. A 2-point ball game. There's the home run ball. And it's a 4-point game. Bourgeon. Great look down court. 15 seconds to go. Now you need the 3. Acosta on the rebound, and he's fouled. Covington. Well, once again, Bourgeon breaking 3 for a key basket. What a great pass.
Tremendous pass, but go back to the other end now for Providence-St. Mel. You don't need a 3 there again. You still can't tie the game. I take the ball right to the basket where you're probably not going to have somebody try and contest your shot. They don't want to foul. You get your deuce and you foul immediately. They miss 1, the 3-point shot ties it.
Good free throw shooting for both teams. Here's Acosta.
I sat and talked with Rick Majerus one night. We went to dinner, and we talked about that very situation. And he said, teams panic. The 3 is not the panacea that everyone thinks that it is.
That's a good word.
I want to impress you.
Those little college boards are really come in handy. Well, flying through is Rebert Harris. Don't ask me how that went in. Timeout, the last one, with 4.2 seconds to go. Last timeout taken by Providence-St. Mel. Okay, Coach Kaplan. Chalkboard's yours.
Well, if you're Providence-St. Mel, the only thing you can do is go for your steal, try and shut down every opportunity to throw the ball in play, and then you have to hack as soon as the ball comes in. You have to hope you get 2 misses at one end. You've got 4.2 to come to the other end and knock down to 3 to tie it and send it to overtime.
And Rock Falls, they go for the long pass, make them come down the length of the floor if they intercept.
Absolutely.
All right, there's Tom Siegel. Let's see if we can figure this out as we listen to him.
Yeah, listen. You're going to come up. Right here. Your back screen.
There's your home run pass right there.
Yeah, there's double screens.
Okay? Make a quick cut to the ball. All right?
Well, St. Mel has done a great job defensing the inbounds pass the last couple of minutes.
But they're going to have to rotate, and someone's going to have to get back. There's 2 options on guys flying down the floor from what you looked at on that diagram, and then the 2 guys that set screens will break to the ball. They have got to break hard and do what's called the V-cut. You really have to set your defender up, go one way hard, and boom, break back the other way, and the pass has got to be there, split second. Once the ball comes in, you just cover it up and wait to be fouled.
Acosta to inbound. There's a double screen, and there they go. There's the ball up in the air. Rock Falls is going to win it. 2.6. May have spoken a bit early. Got to look at that one again as the foul goes against Minifield. Looked like he got a lot of ball. Pinned him on the glass. Let's see.
Here comes the long pass. Nice catch. Control the ball. Now let's see where our foul is. Yeah, he's on the arm. No question. Good call. Good call. Officials right on top of it. Now you get 2 misses here. You have to throw the ball down the floor right off the rebound and catch it and shoot and hope for a prayer. One free throw and it's over.
Minifield leads with 8 points, including 2 threes. Joe Shelby in for him, and here is Brian Bourgeon. He and Vance have been the guys this quarter. Throw in a 3 by Jedediah Johnson. Well, that's his first miss.
Now with no timeouts left, they're going to have to pull this off the board if it's missed.
Going to be short, and that's it. Rock Falls hangs on. 47-44. Billy Garrett, Tom Siegel shake hands. And here's Yvonne with Coach Siegel. Go ahead, Yvonne.
Coach Siegel, what a gutsy performance. Where do you begin to give credit for this one?
Well, it all goes to the kids that they gutted it out. I guess the word that kept going through my mind there in the last few seconds is we got to survive. And I think that we just kind of survived because, you know, we got big shots from Brian Vance, and Jed hit a big one, and, you know, just a lot of guys stepped up and when we needed to. And, you know, we had a lot of errors along the way, but this group's always found a way to make up for it. About
3 minutes into the third quarter, or left in the third quarter, and then again in the fourth quarter, starting that, you told your team that St. Mel was tired. Push it on them, penetrate, do the fundamentals, 8 more minutes, and we can win this game.
Well, I think that, you know, to start the year, we had a lot of early morning practices before school and after school that we try to get in shape. But I know we don't play a lot of guys off the bench. We have confidence in them, but, you know, a game like this, we're just waiting for our guards to hit. And so they're used to being out there for a long time. And so we just tried to just go with it and not be tired.
Great game. Congratulations, and we'll see you tomorrow. Mike and Dave, back to you.
Okay, Yvonne, thank you very much. Congratulations to Coach Siegel. Meanwhile, on the floor, it's a situation here that we're hoping is not serious, but Billy Garrett, the coach of Providence-St. Mel,
has
collapsed on the floor.
We're screened from where we're sitting, but
we'll send Yvonne in there.
He went down in a heap and has really laid motionless now for the better part of a minute and a half.
Well, we just everybody should really get away right now and give him
some room.
The medics an opportunity to attend to Coach Garrett. We will cut away here. We will update you on the situation. Obviously, we will let you know as much and as soon as we can. Stay with us. Okay, before we go any further, we want to update you on the condition of Coach Billy Garrett, who collapsed immediately after the game. Coach is up. He's walking under his own power. There are obviously people attending to him, but the good news is he seems to be all right. There's Billy Garrett there. Obviously, David, as you said, a very intense individual, and a lot of pressure there. Said we wouldn't be satisfied with anything. It was quoted as saying we wouldn't be satisfied with anything short of a state championship. Obviously, that's not going to happen.
Well,
but it's quite a situation.
Well, I've known Billy a long, long time. He is a really, really good guy. And what happened at the end of the first half, if the viewers weren't with us at that time, he exploded and was not happy with the officiating. And that's not the Bill Garrett that I know. I watched him at the end of the game. He shook hands with Tom Siegel, never said anything to him, and then looked to be a bit disoriented, didn't shake hands with anyone else, and I watched him, and the next thing you know, he fainted, and down he went in a heap. was motionless for probably 2 minutes, and they finally helped him to his feet after he regained consciousness, and he's walking under his own power. Thank goodness.
Yeah, that
things look like they're okay.
Certainly good news, and it certainly, again, puts things in perspective, and it's good to know that Billy Garrett's going to be okay. We will obviously update you to make sure everything is all right. Back to the action, a thrilling game. We set the stage. As we said, it's the top 2 rated teams in this tournament, and here's the play of the game that brought Rock Falls from behind to take the lead.
A real nice job of the pass to Brian Vance, and he catches it, squares up, drills the 3. Rock Falls goes on to a 3-point victory.
Vance only 4 for 12 from the field, 4 for 7 from 3-point lines, but boy, he made it when it counted, and from the free throw line as well. We'll be back right after this. Again, Rock Falls advances to the semifinals by 3 over Providence-St. Mel.
Historian, sectional
47-44, the final here in the third of fourth quarterfinals at the boys Class A tournament. Rock Falls coming from 7 points down, David, a thrilling ball game. And coming on to defeat Providence-St. Mel. When you think back of Providence-St. Mel, as we told you, if you were just joining us, Billy Garrett, the coach, collapsed after the game. He seems to be all right. And the pressure that was on this coach, he was still thinking back to that great St. Mel team of 1984, the Lowell Hamilton team that won the state under Coach Tom Shields. And he felt this was a team that was going to take him there.
Absolutely, and he felt the pressure of the whole city of Chicago. He's the only Chicago representative in this field of Elite 8. And I think he felt that he didn't want to let the Windy City down. He said, we'll be satisfied with nothing less than a state title.
Meanwhile,
and they fell.
Meanwhile, Rock Falls, the last time they were at the Elite 8 was 1958, and they lost to Marshall in the finals. So they have a chance to go farther this year. They're certainly going to go to the semifinals tomorrow. Let's take a look at the final stats. The big difference, and Billy Garrett was yelling about this, well, whatever the reason, the big difference was the free throw line. And Rock Falls, certainly 24 attempts compared to only 10 from Providence-St. Mel. But certainly those free throws were deserved by Rock Falls. They were doing a lot of cutting and slashing and driving the lane.
They did. They challenged early. They took the ball to the basket. At times they got the ball slapped back in their face, and they said, we're going to keep doing it. We're going to keep taking the ball inside. Look at rebounding. It was much more one-sided at one point for Rock Falls. Providence-St. Mel made a run at the end and really did a good job on the glass in the fourth quarter.
They also held on. They have a rebounding edge over Providence-St. Mel, a much bigger, stronger team. Turnovers about the same. Steals, look at Providence-St. Mel, always quick hands. They do a great job dogging the ball. Neither team shot well. 31% for Providence-St. Mel and 37% for Rock Falls. Again, a very disappointing loss, but a fantastic win. Disappointing loss, of course, for Providence-St. Mel and the Knights, but for the Rockets, boy, they're zooming.
That's right. They'll pull this tape, they'll watch, they'll get ready, get their rest, and tomorrow they got to come back on, 12 hours rest and be ready to play. And if you win it, you go back, you really get off your feet, you play for a state championship.
Well, speaking of great times and playing for a state championship, we've got Mitch Robinson coming back from some rest. He'll preview the next quarterfinal when we come back.